Hey, it's trash talk. And we're talking, I don't know, because Brandon says just turn on the camera and I'll run with it.
I did. Oh yeah, I did. I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I did. I did. I did. That
Yeah,
was it was a mistake, but
yeah. you,
no,
you were
man.
you were at a loss for words, so you figured, okay, I'll just say I'll think of something.
Nah, I was getting ready for the show, and I was peeing a lot, and because I drink, I drink a lot of water. I do. Um, Sometimes though I have to check myself because I'm like, did I drink water? Like, did I do enough? But overall, I mean, I don't drink like soda or I don't drink pop very much.
Yeah.
Um, I don't do a lot of sugary stuff, like sugar drinks. I don't do like energy drinks. It's coffee and water. And I've cut now that the holidays are over. I mean, the holidays, I'll admit, I usually get some of the fancy holiday drinks that have a lot of sugar in them.
Right,
But
right.
otherwise, it's just black coffee. Matter of fact, I haven't bought Starbucks. Well, why would I? Since the holiday, but I haven't gotten anything from a coffee shop
I
since since
I know
Christmas.
because we used to get together occasionally for coffee at a coffee shop, and I haven't heard from you in 3 months.
I know. I just been watching that money, watching it go other directions.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Right before the holiday, actually, the Friday before Christmas, I had to go to the hospital. It was
Huh?
wild. Yeah, man. So Friday before Christmas, busy day at work. I didn't have Luke. Um, I was picking him up, I think Sunday. I don't remember. I don't remember, whatever. So long ago. Um, and I was like, cool, I'm going to get home. I'm going to make my dinner. I'm going to wrap the last few presents I have to wrap because he's not there
Yeah.
and watch TV. I had bought I can tell you, I bought a Sierra Nevada Celebration Ale. It's the one comes out every holiday season. One of my favorite beers from, probably my favorite beer from Sierra Nevada. And I hadn't had one this year, bought one, literally one. And I was going to, because I'm really not drinking that much. And bought a can. And I was ready to go. Get my dinner done. I sit down on the floor as I'm cooking the dinner to wrap presents, and I get this pain in my back, and I'm like, "Come on, Brandon! I know you're old, but you can still sit on the floor, you know." And I'm like, it was a sharp pain. I was like, "Whatever, I'll ignore it." And then
Wow.
I just start wrapping, and then it gets real bad. So I stop wrapping. My dinner's done. I sit on the couch. I don't want to sit at the table. I sit on the couch. I'm watching my movie. I don't open the beer. Beer's in the freezer because I was going to put it there for like 15 minutes, then drink it,
Yeah.
and because it wasn't cold. And I'm eating dinner, and my bane left side just sharp pain, unbelievable. I'm like, oh, this sucks, dude. And I'm like, this is really bad. Well, I eat my dinner, most of it, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to wrap today. I'll do it tomorrow. I think I'm just going to go lay down in bed. So I went to go lay down in bed
And you
and it
couldn't.
hurt. I couldn't. So then I'm like, man, I'm just going to take some NyQuil and go to bed. Like, screw this. I don't have any painkillers in the house. And
Yeah.
I just take some, and maybe I should have slammed some beers, but um, so I
But
go to,
that's frozen in the
it's
freezer.
frozen, yeah. So I go to grab the NyQuil, and I'm hunched over. I'm the hunchback, and I'm walking, and it's bad. I'm sweating. I say, forget the NyQuil. I put on a hoodie. I was wearing shorts. I put on my Santa jammies, put on shoes. I look at my cat and I go, I'm going to the hospital, buddy. And I'm hunched over. And as I walk out the room, I'm like, hold on, got to go in the kitchen. Go in the kitchen, take the beer out of the fridge or freezer, put it in the fridge so it didn't explode. Get to my
I mean,
car.
I mean, absolutely. After all, you have your priorities.
Look, I only bought one. So
Yeah.
you know. Um, I'm driving. It takes me like 10 minutes to even like get moving in the car. I'm like, come on, baby. I pull out of my driveway and I'm heading out of the complex. My gas light's on. I'm like, I don't care about gas. And I'm like, I'm gonna make it. So I go there, I check in, they make you fill out all the freaking paperwork.
Right,
I'm
right.
dying. I can't even say my name.
Yeah,
I
and
literally,
all you want is something to
yeah,
ease the pain, but they can't do that until
they can't
you
do
go
it.
through the
Right.
process. Yeah,
So I'm like, dude, I literally throw my insurance at her. I throw my license at her. I'm like, you fill it out. And she's like, I can't legally do that. I'm like, oh my, I can't even spell my name. So I'm like, I go, if you can't read it, that's on you.
yeah.
And I'm sitting down, and then all of a sudden, I feel real sick to my stomach. I run in the bathroom, throw up. I have a funny story about that, but I'm going to spare you guys. I made it in the toilet. I made it in the toilet. Don't worry. Felt like afterwards, I was like, okay, there it is. But my back, they get me in there, and they got to check your vitals, all whatever. Blood pressure's
Right,
fine. My heart rate's slightly elevated, but that's because of the pain. It's not.
right, right, right.
Um,
And the
Everything's fine.
anxiety that goes
The
with it.
anxiety. So the guy goes, I bet you it's a kidney stone. And I go, I've never had those in my life. And he's like, that's probably what it is. They give me this, they hook me up to an IV, they draw some blood, and they give me this whatever medication. He told me they give it to pregnant women too. And I'm like, well, this makes me feel great. Thank you. Like, I already feel stupid. Now anyway.
Right. Yeah.
So,
And next we're going to do an ultrasound.
right. Give me the epidural. And, so he said in about 10 minutes, if you don't feel that back pain anymore, I guarantee you it's a kidney stone. Man, it wasn't 10 minutes, it was 8. I was like, oh, nice. I can move. And I touched it and it's still tender. Like it hurt.
Yeah.
But it was not that bad. I have a side pain right now, actually, but it's something different. I hope. And so apparently they did the CT scan. It was all my left side. Right side was completely fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And right side's fine. They said that they think there was 3 and that I passed 1. And 1 was a 5 and 1 was a 3, size wise. Anything over a 5, they worry about. 5 is like
Yeah.
the cutoff. They found blood in my urine. I didn't see it though when I was peeing. Like
But
And,
for those that are watching and listening, when you say it was a 5, we are talking about a 5 is about the head of a pin.
yeah, oh yeah.
That's how small it is, but it's a 5, and you
It's got spikes.
can't not even believe how much pain the head of a pin inside your kidney can cause.
Yeah, because it's got barnacles on it. It's got freaking spikes, and it's just
Right,
ripping you
right.
up, man.
Yeah.
So she said there was blood in my urine. I didn't see it, but she said if I saw it, it would be in worse shape. So it's like and I was like, okay. She gave me pills. I wrapped up the pills. I guess they're to widen your whatever P tube, and
Right.
lots of water. No
That's to
sugar.
allow that's allowed the next one with the spikes to move down the
without
channel
ripping your
to work its way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she says it can, I was on pills for 15 days. Those pills suck though, because they do widen it, but it also makes everything tender in there. So like, even now, I mean, you got to think like, I've just been off the pills for like 3 weeks. So even now, my side, like they said it could take 45 days for my kidneys, my sides, and my right side hurts really bad right now. I'm starting to get paranoid. Every pain in my back, I'm like, oh God, it's a freaking another one. It's coming, baby. But it actually, this feels like I just slept really weird, But she said, I was complaining about my side for a couple weeks prior to that. And she said that was probably you passing one. You just dealt with it because it was not as big. And I'm like, that explains why it hurt. Like it didn't hurt when I peed. So my big thing is everybody's like, well, to wrap it up, they give you a freaking strainer.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. First off, this thing is like a freaking Gatorade bottle with a strainer on it. And they're like, oh, just hook it on the side of your bed. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Roll over and try to shoot at it? Like, wait, hook it on the side. What do you hook it on the side of your bed? And they're like, well,
Yeah.
that way it's always there. So if you got to pee, you can just pee right there. And I'm like, I'm 90 years old right now.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
and I'm like, I'm not doing that. No.
And if you miss,
Yeah.
uh,
Are you gonna come clean it up, lady?
right.
So then I'm like, well, what if I just pee in the strainer and it catches it? Then I could put it. So I threw the whatever away.
Yeah.
And I only peed in the strainer once or twice. I didn't see anything. I'm not doing this. But they wanted to see like what type of stone it was,
Right.
because there's two types, and then they could kind of, and I appreciate that they could kind of give me more. Hey, maybe you need to change this, and I don't know. So,
And
needless
and
to say, though, I don't know if I passed it or not.
I don't want to upset the apple cart here, but chances are you're going to get another one someday.
Well, they said
Because
that. I talked to my buddy
yeah,
who had one, but he hasn't had one in 10 years. All I
and
got to do is make it another like 40 years, 50 years. And I mean,
not only that, but did they get you said you had three stones and so far you've talked about two,
I
which
know
means
I passed one and I think I passed a second. I don't know about the, I
where
don't
the third
know.
where is the third one?
Yeah.
Right.
Why is it taking, and then I'm like, can it bounce from side to side? Can it do
Yeah.
that?
Now
Because if
did they
that's the
did
case,
they
it's coming, baby.
did they get one of the stones to send off to analyze it?
No, no, that's why I had the strainer.
And I hate to tell you this, but when they do analyze it, it's probably going to come back and indicate that caffeine might have been the culprit.
So I'm going to argue on that because I asked her, can I drink coffee? She said, yeah.
Yeah, you, you,
And I
you
said,
can.
okay.
But I've been down this road three times already. And like they say, for a guy to pass a kidney stone going down going
Oh,
down the pipe there and ultimately coming out of you know where,
mhm.
uh, the pain that they say a man goes through to
So
pass a
bad.
kidney stone is about like a woman pushing
Mhm.
a watermelon through her you know what
Well,
to
that's
have.
what I had a woman who told me that. Like, she's like,
Yeah.
look, I was pregnant and that sucks.
Yeah.
She's like, you're in for it. And I go, yeah, no kidding. I was on the floor, like, just kill me now. Like,
I know. Yeah, and the second time I went to a hospital, and I almost strangled the attending nurse because I said I will give you all the information, all the tests you want, but go get the biggest needle you've got filled with the most amount of painkiller and stick that in my butt right now. I
my
couldn't.
favorite, my favorite was I'm doped up. I mean, well, luckily though, they're like, well, you can drive home after this. I'm like, yeah, if I drove with this pain, I'm gonna drive home doped up, okay? And
Yeah.
but it didn't affect. It wasn't that type of pain med. Like it was just, you know. Um, it is funny though because my back hurts right now. So now I'm scared.
Talking about it, right?
Everything that, and it's the right side, so that's why I'm like, but it's
Yeah.
it's it's too high. It's too high to be kidney. Like
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
was lower. This is just above the kidney. Like this feels like my
Yeah, well,
bone.
this is probably your appendix rupturing.
Oh God. I don't know. I'm scared, dude. I'm scared of everything. I am scared of everything.
Hey, listen,
Uh,
and you're just a young punk because when you get older, there's all kinds of crap that happens to you.
well, and they said like I have cut back my coffee intake. Like I want some now, and I'm probably like, I'm just gonna drink water. I'm just gonna skip it.
Yeah,
But so today I only had one cup. I'm not gonna have any more today. Um, I'm drinking a ton of water. I'm also drinking a little bit of lemon water because they
Oh, okay.
said
Yeah,
they said the lemon will the acidity helps break it down.
yeah.
Don't drink too much lemon water. Well, I hate lemon water, so no problem. I hate, but I'm not eating really any sugar. I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm just on this water diet and trying to, and plus I'm training anyway again for the climb. I'm doing that again. Took a 3 year hiatus, so I'm coming back. Um, and so I'm eating super healthy and I'm doing that. But I was reading like cranberry juice is a myth. Don't do it. Too much sugar in cranberry juice.
Yeah,
They say
yeah.
they
It's
say if
natural
anything,
sugars,
yeah, to do the cranberry pills,
like
maybe.
like orange juice. Orange juice is
Right.
the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it sucks, and now I'm scared. I got to follow up. Um, I don't know what they're gonna do. I guess make me pee in a cup.
Well, they could now that what they can do is they can take an X-ray and all, and they can see if there's anything
Yeah.
there and all.
I
Because
mean, I took an X-ray and they saw it. The cool thing about that X-ray too, because everything freaks me out. Like I think there's something wrong, and I automatically go to the C word. I'm like, I have this. This is what it is. And
yeah,
I asked them, I was like, would you be able to see anything? And they're like, yeah, you're fine. Like, there's nothing. It's a kidney stone. I'm like, okay, I just need that confirmation. you know. Well,
yeah,
you're in there. Could you look at this?
yeah, yeah. If there's anything else that needs to be cleaned up or scraped or whatever, go
Just
ahead.
yeah, get her on it, get it on out. So I gotta follow up, but I will tell you that my midsection, my side, they have not felt great in a month.
Yeah. But and now if you're training for the stair climb and everything, you start to hurt in other ways, and you say to
Yes.
yourself, "Oh my God, is this another kidney stone?"
Yes,
No,
I was
it's
doing crunches yesterday, and
yeah,
I was like, "Oh, it's sore," and I'm like, "Oh no, is that like?" Yeah, it was freaking great, man. Oh my god.
well, we don't wish kidney stones on anybody.
No, it's the worst.
It is absolutely the worst, especially when you do capture one of those kidney stones, which I did to send to the lab for analysis, and you look at how minuscule that little thing is, and
The
you and
green, yep.
you mentioned the little spikes, you can see it on there. You don't
Mhm.
necessarily need a microscope, but you think, how can anything that small cause that much pain? Believe me, it can.
It
So
can, and that's the thing. Like, I really, I don't know if I passed it. And they're like, you'll know. I'm like, yeah, but I've talked to people that have gotten a little bit of pain and it disappeared like after they passed
yeah,
it. It's not
yeah.
and they're like,
and and then
you're, I don't
and
know.
then the doctor says, "Well, don't worry about it. We'll capture the next one." What?
Yeah,
The
I'm not
next
doing
one?
this again. I didn't sign up for a sequel, you know?
Right. All right.
So,
Well, anyway, glad it's beyond you now,
yeah,
and all.
fingers crossed.
And did you keep the strainer
I still
anyway?
have it in case I
Yeah,
feel like,
yeah.
well,
Don't
I got rid of the bucket they gave me to
the
attach
bucket.
it
Well,
to.
yeah. No,
But I
keep
have
the
the little
other.
strainer and I just
Yeah,
pee in it, just
yeah.
for
Keep
fun.
keep the keep the other strainer.
Yeah.
And the other thing is make sure you come back and see us again next week. Peace. See you later.